First of all, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I understand you just celebrated a birthday recently. Who were some of the guests at your party? Tell us about that.
Well, I asked Jason Derulo if he wanted to come and everything, and, he came, and he came with his girlfriend, Jordan Sparks. So, that was there. Lil Wayne's manager was actually there, which was a big surprise. Someone who was actually filming the video actually was friends with them, and I guess he was staying at the W. So that was pretty cool. That was basically about it.
Did you get some really cool gifts too?
No, not really. It was at Dre's nightclub in Hollywood, and it was my birthday party. It wasn't like my actual birthday.
Right.
And I usually don't ask a lot for my birthday, so.
So I just think just the environment and all the people around you. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Keenan Cahill. For maybe some of my listeners that aren't familiar with you, which there's very few, tell us about this. You've been called a YouTube sensation, an international superstar. What do you think of all this attention?
I've always wanted it. So, that's the thing. I really don't it's not like, oh my gosh. Since I don't get a big head, I don't think I'm big at all. I don't see myself as, really, really big. I don't like to call myself famous at all. And I don't like to, say like I'm a celebrity or anything. So, it's basically I still have the same life and everything. I still go to school, and it's just another thing to add on.
Well, and you're absolutely right, Keenan, because I've seen your interviews and doing the research for our interview here today as well, is that you are very grounded and you appreciate every single moment that you've had, and it's very inspiring and empowering to not only watch your videos and get the humor out of that and bringing joy to everybody, but at the same time, you are very inspiring and empowering. I don't know if you realize that that's the impact you're having on people as well. So let's talk about when you first started, because you started the YouTube videos when you were 13, is that right?
Yeah, around 13.
So what made you decide to do that?
The reason why I did it is because I kind of just did it to do it. I didn't really think anything was going to happen. And, I was singing and acting, and, I was going to classes and everything, and I kind of really wanted just, to publicize myself and, put myself out there and, just to test to see what it was. And, I knew what YouTube was. I was just like, all right, let's just see, not even knowing that things were going to happen. So I put a couple of videos on there, like me singing and me lip syncing, and, lip syncing kind of took its toll, and I, became more of, a lip syncer, and I did more, videos and stuff like that, lip syncing, and it kind of just took off more like that.
But it was that Katy Perry's Teenage Dream video that seemed to change everything. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was during the summer, and it was basically towards I was about to go to high school and everything, and it was one day I just did Teenage Dream, and basically 3 hours or something like that. She tweeted it, and she actually told me the whole story and everything. She when I met Katie, she's just like a band called the MGMT. Actually sent it to her and said, this kid's doing your song. He's pretty cool. You should check it out. And she said, I'm gonna blow this mother effer up, and Facebook did. So.
And what did you think of that? Did you believe it when it was happening, or did you kind of question it?
At first, it was she tweeted a link, and it said this is my Teenage Dream. But the thing was, I didn't know it was me. It was my video. So, because I was just something's up, because my views are going up, my Twitter's going up, and my Facebook is going up. So I have no idea what's going on. But and all of a sudden, she said, she tweeted me at iHeart at Keenan Cahill. So I kind of figured out that it was me. So.
And so from that point, you started collaborating. My gosh, LMFAO, 50 Cent. You've got, oh my gosh, so many people in your videos that have collaborated with you. Jennifer Anderson. You've been on Chelsea Lately show. How did that just happen rapid fire, or has it just been progressing?
The 50 Cent kind of happened, I guess pretty, I think weeks ahead, and we got a call from Chelsea, and producers were just like, Chelsea really likes you, and she wants to have you on a show. And they asked 50 because Down on Me, which they released, which Jeremiah did not, it wasn't doing good, so they took it off iTunes because it wasn't selling. And they said, well, how about we do that song with 50 and everything. So we did it, and, it went back on iTunes, and it went on the charts on iTunes, and like after a week it went on like number 10 on Billboard. So I mean, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. How do you? I'm just like, what do you think of that? I mean, you've got almost 328 million followers.
I just
you're just doing what you love to do.
Yeah, I just do it. I'm meeting people who are like, I guess that was like a big, plus. Just especially like working with them and everything, and actually me like treating them like I was, one of them and everything. So it's really cool. So
tell me about too, because I'm sure you're having stars and artists come to you asking you to participate with them. I'm sure that's happening.
Yeah. There's a bunch of artists. We broke out an artist called Andy Grammer, who his song is Keep Your Head Up, and it finally went gold like last year, and his second single's coming out, and it's finally starting to play on radio. So it's pretty cool how I can help artists actually get out there and say like, oh, I started him, and really helped him out. So and it definitely, which I'm actually starting to transition to music of my own, through which I'm actually trying to record and everything, and a lot of artists are happy that I'm doing it and excited to hear what I'm doing, and I said, I'm like, if I can help sell artists sell like 400,000 units, why can't I do it myself? So
exactly. What kind of music are you producing?
I'm singing like dance-ish kind of songs. I guess a little pop-ish is into it, but it's more dance and stuff you can get stuck in your head. So a lot of, especially a lot of international artists are happy about it, and they want to get in on it too. So. And
there's something else about you too, Keenan, that I don't know if everyone's aware of, is that you do suffer from a rare genetic disorder. It's a bone deformity, MPS 6. Tell us about that and how you're doing.
I'm doing good. I have a surgery this summer, and it's just like an in and out surgery from my surgery last summer, which I had like metals. I had an osteotomy on my hip and legs, and they put metal in there, so they're going to take it out this summer, and it's going to in and out surgery where it was actually the best surgery I had before. The doctor who did it, a surgery before that, the last summer, he took metal out too, and he's like, you'll be able to like walk, and that was like the first time I ever was just like, really, like I can walk after the surgery. So it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool how he said like you can walk, but like I can't walk a lot. But I remember last summer when I had this big surgery. Instead of a week in the hospital, I had like 3 days, and then it was supposed to be like a month of healing, and I was just like, I want to get out of this bed. I feel enough, to get out and start doing stuff. It's just like it really sucks that like a bunch of people called and said like, oh, we want to do something, but like I was in bed, resting and everything. So it's pretty cool since now we have some international offers and big stuff in the works that I won't have to lay in bed for like the whole summer, basically.
So talk about your future plans. What is it I hear about a clothing line?
The clothing line is Just Love, and it's surrounded around Teenage Dream. And we had a line before. It was at Hot Topic, and it was kind of like all like other YouTubers' clothes. It kind of makes fun of their look and everything like that. But we have a new one. It's Just Love, and it surrounds the heart I did in video. So it's totally like, you know, or it's original from, you know, like the video and everything. And I mean, a lot of people are liking it. Like there's hoodies and there's shirts. There's like an autographed like picture of me that you can get. But they're doing pretty well. But I mean, like for the future, I guess I really want to like stay in music. I'm definitely gonna, you know, go to college for like music and stuff like that. But I mean, I would definitely like want to stay in like what I'm doing right now. Like I'm starting to transition into artist, like I said. You know, to hopefully that, you know, goes out as much as possible. But, you know, hopefully it's successful.
Your life has changed definitely. How has it changed both for you and for your mom?
I mean, not a lot. I mean, we still live in the same house in the same state. But I mean, nothing's really changed as big as we, you know, as like totally life changing where I have to, you know, quit school and do homeschooling or something like that. Like it's not that extreme. But you know, maybe in the future it may get to that, but we're not totally sure.
And, you know, and you've said it, and I've heard people say it, and I believe this as well, is that you are making a difference, and some people have called you the ultimate underdog. Do you see yourself that way?
I mean, I guess a little bit, since, you know, I mean, especially, like, once I get into the singing thing, I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you know, which actually a radio station we're you know, who's helping us, in Chicago, which is P96, they said, the producer said, yes, it's going to be, I could see him as an artist, but it's going to be very hard because the way he looks, and, you know, he's not, yeah, I mean, I'm not, of course, I'm not the look of like a pop star, like I'm not a Justin Bieber look, or, you know, like Katie or anything like that. So, I mean, I don't care if it's, you know, harder for me, as long as, you know, I'll be able to, you know, work with, you know, different singers and actually, you know, put out music. And, you know, I really don't care if it's harder for me or not.
So what would your message be, not only just to kids your age and younger that have disabilities and adversity that they're facing, but adults do these as well? Did this ever get in your way of where you are today? I mean, is this, regardless of, you know, the MPS 6, you know, the genetic disorder, did that get in your way or ever stop you from doing what you were going to do?
No, really, not really at all. I've never really even thought of that. Even the first video, I never even thought of my disease. I actually had a person in O'Hare who, this guy came up to me and said, you know, my wife has, you know, cancer and everything. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. And he's just like, well, after she watched your videos, she felt so happy and everything, and now she's finally, you know, getting a little bit better, and she's, you know, fighting it off. And he said, I think you're the reason that she feels like there's so much hope in her and everything like that. And, you know, that's like the one thing, that's the reason why I do it, is to, you know, have other people say, like, you're making a difference for me, and you're making me feel better about everything. Like, I always love seeing, like, tweets saying, like, you make me happy after seeing in the hospital. I mean, also the hospital, but in my office when it's a bad day, or my daughter or son is like getting over something, but you're making him feel so much better about it. So
sometimes we define ourselves by our adversity or by our diseases, and that's something that you clearly don't do.
Mm-mm.
Well, Keenan, it has been great talking with you, and I visit your webpage all the time, and you bring a lot of happiness and joy and humor to everybody, and it's very uplifting. We appreciate what you're doing. Where can people learn more about you and go see your videos?
I actually will be putting out a new video this next week about me singing. It's a demo that I did in LA like last week, and it's actually, you know, like it's a demo of me singing. And I'll be like tweeting that. It's, you know, my YouTube, KeenanCahill.com is my website. My Facebook is just Keenan Cahill. Like I said, my Twitter is just @Keenan Cahill. And that's basically where, you know, we'll see like the new videos when I talk and everything to everybody.
That's awesome. Well, Keenan, keep it up, and you've got a huge amount of followers, and you're going to have more coming.
Thank you.